KIZARU could potentially be the strongest Marine Admiral, and we will explore why. Currently, among the 3 Admirals, KIZARU is often considered the strongest, surpassing Ryukugyu and Fujitora in the eyes of many fans. It is especially interesting that in the old school trio of Admirals, KIZARU was a bit overshadowed by Aokiji and Akainu, who played pivotal roles in the story. This is particularly noteworthy considering that in his introduction to the story, KIZARU obliterated one of the giant trees on Sabaody Archipelago with a single kick, causing a massive explosion, all while restraining his power. He himself mentioned he maybe overdid it with his last attack, implying that he was not holding back enough. When discussing any Admiral, one can list numerous impressive combat feats, and KIZARU is no exception. In canon material, KIZARU effortlessly defeated several members of the worst generation within minutes of arriving at Sabaody Archipelago, toying with most of them and making statements like "speed is weight," or in this case power, and "have you ever been kicked at the speed of light?", which are terrifying notions implying he can actually move at the speed of light. Possessing a Logia type devil fruit is rare enough, but the Pika Pika no Mi, the Glint Glint fruit, combines offensive strength, defensive evasion and immense utility. And while this is great and all, we all know that all known Admirals would have toyed with the supernova at that point. It's just how powerful these type of characters are. So why consider KIZARU as possibly the strongest Admiral? I just wanted to mention some of his feats and abilities first, before talking about why I think there is a lot of hidden power in his character. First off, in any situation we have ever seen KIZARU in, he was never 100% serious. He is known as a slow character in terms of his mannerisms and personality, which contrasts his ability of moving lightning fast. But we have never seen KIZARU be pushed to his limits, even though recent developments occurred which we are gonna tackle in a bit. The missing part to KIZARU is that his most important ability has never actually been shown. During the Punk Hazard arc, we learned about the full potential that an Admiral could reach through the fight between 2 such Admirals. The battle between Aokiji and Akainu left an island with a completely new climate, after they showcased the ultimate power of awakening the Devil Fruits. This revelation showed us that controlling the surrounding area with an element is likely how a Logia user expresses the Devil Fruit awakening. However, using an awakening like this is often a hindrance in battle with multiple participants, because avoiding injury to allies is crucial. This is the only instance where Admirals have used this power, likely because this level of destruction is best utilized in a solo battle environment. We have never seen KIZARU engage in a serious one-on-one fight. The only time he was likely serious was during the Marineford War, where he had to make decisions based on the battlefield circumstances. You can already see what I'm hinting at. I believe the Pika Pika no Mi awakening could be an immensely potent ability that could elevate KIZARU from being one of the top dogs to the most powerful fighter on the sides of the Marines right now. The reason for that is that I see a lot of possibilities with this power. Controlling light to make laser beams is great. Transforming terrain into multiple strong beams that hit from all kind of directions already sound completely broken if you think about this ability in the same way Doflamingo used his String Fruit awakening, but I think it could be even more broken. I believe Oda could make KIZARU absorb all the light from his surrounding area, achieving the reverse effect of his fruit, making his opponents see nothing but darkness. Think about it. Letting KIZARU redirect all light sources so that light never hits his enemies' eyes would make them basically go blind at an instant. And even if that sounds too unlikely for you, and if you go the reverse route of making everything in his surrounding area immensely bright, you would still achieve a pretty similar outcome of blinding your opponents. That means on a battlefield where only KIZARU needs to worry about himself, he could make all his enemies lose their vision, which would make any character without advanced observation haki pretty much fodder against him. And even if he fights a top tier threat that can deal with having no eyesight, he would still have a big advantage that his opponent now needs to concentrate on using his observation haki in a fight against most likely the fastest character in the series. Only relying on the haki while fighting off an S tier opponent does not seem too great of a situation. From all we have seen KIZARU do in the story, we know he is not too far from Emperor level even without ever showing his awakening. There could be an argument for KIZARU to never have awakened his Devil Fruit, because maybe his slow personality does not align with the spirit of his fruit, which is a condition for an awakening. I personally just find that to be unlikely, and even if he has not awakened his Devil Fruit yet, I think the potential in doing so could make him the strongest character among the Admirals. When considering power levels like this, I also want to point out the worst feats of a character, because even though we have never seen Kizaru go all out, we have seen him fold when confronted with Ben Beckman, not willing to further engage. And later on in the film One Piece Film Red, this example not being canon, we also see Kizaru not willing to fight with Red Hair Shanks when being threatened by him. We do not know how strong both of these characters are right now in the current story, but we do know they are portrayed as immensely powerful themselves. So we really can't grasp those situations quite yet. To come to the next and last point I wanted to mention, I need to go into the most recent events of the story, so be careful about spoilers. During the Egghead Island arc, a lot of the One Piece fanbase lowered the expectations of Admiral Kizaru, because right now he's lying on the floor on a battleship and it does not seem like he's willing to engage in more fighting. Some people interpreted this as Kizaru being weaker than a lot of the other characters that are present on the battlefield right now. But I think it is clear that Kizaru is going through great emotional turmoil right now after having to kill one of his dear friends, Dr. Vegapunk. It's hard to argue he's in a state of mind to give it his all in terms of fighting capabilities. What I find very interesting though is that if Kizaru would switch sides because of a twist in the story right now, he could have a big impact for our main characters to escape this dangerous situation. And maybe then we will finally see his full potential, which would make this theoretical question come way closer to an actual answer for the One Piece fanbase. That is everything, just a short talk about a very intriguing and strong character. I think it is very interesting to talk about this what ifs, and the point I wanted to make was we just have never seen Kizaru at full power and especially his awakening. I hope you enjoyed thinking about what could be his ultimate power and join the discourse. If so, please consider leaving a like on the video and hitting subscribe. See you at the next video guys. Peace.